Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our English acquiring class. Yes, in today's lesson, we are going to study first, of course, adjectives and nouns. And in the second part, again, there is a similar subject, which is called determiners. Yes, they are also related to nouns. Yes, they come before nouns like adjectives. Okay, as you know, adjectives describe nouns. Yes, English is all about, as you know, nouns and adjectives, verbs and adverbs. This is this. Okay, let me share our lesson presentation and let's start together. Okay. Yes, hello everyone, and I hope you are fine, and I hope you will enjoy. Okay, I hope you will enjoy this English lesson. I hope it will be useful. Okay. Now, yes, trip 10, the last trip of the first tour. So after this trip 10, after we finish it, we will start tour 2, trip 1. Okay. Yes, adjectives describe nouns. Yes, adjectives tell us how the nouns are, okay? How they are, yes. For example, beautiful is an adjective, small is an adjective, heavy is an adjective, rectangular, square, triangular, adjective. These are all adjectives, including colors. Colors are also adjectives. Purple, for example. Yes, this is a purple box. Okay, a purple box. The box is purple. How is the box? The box is beautiful. It is a beautiful box, or this is a beautiful box. It is small, it is heavy, it is rectangular, and it is wooden. It is not cartoon. Okay. So these are adjectives, and let me say it again. English is all about nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. Yes, they make up English. Okay, let me read it once more from the beginning to the end. Yes, take a look at the box on the left. It's a beautiful, small, heavy, rectangular, purple, and wooden box. Okay, how can we describe the flower? It is yellow, or it is a yellow flower. In fact, it is the sunflower. You know this, the sunflower. Okay. Now, this is also important here. Okay. Yes. The third forms of the verbs. First form, second form, and the third form of the verbs are also adjectives. For example, draw, drew, drawn. Drawn is adjective. Okay. For example, anyway, draw with a pencil, for example, you can draw a flower, you can draw a bird, a rabbit, okay, a cat. Okay. Now look at the rose on the left. It's a drawn rose, okay? It's a drawn rose. It is black. It is not colorful. It is not green. It is not red. It is not pink. It is black and gray because it is a drawn rose. Look at the rose in the middle, between them, in the middle of them. It's a painted rose, okay? It is not a natural Rose, it's a painted rose. Yes, it is pink. Yeah, it is pink. And the leaves are green. It's a painted rose. Painted rose, also adjective. Painted is also adjective. And look at the last one, the third one. It's a natural rose, okay? In the nature. It's a rose in the nature. This is the original. This is the original form of the rose. It's a rose. It's a natural rose. It is not painted. It is not drawn. It is not a drawn rose. It is not a painted rose. It's just a natural rose. Okay. All verb trees are also adjectives. Yes, also adjective. For example, yes, break is the first form. Broke is the second form. These are not adjectives, okay? Break is a verb. Broke is the second form of the verb. Broken is the third form of the verb, but only the third form of the verb is adjective. Okay. To break, to be broken, for example. To break, active, to be broken, passive. Okay. To buy, to be bought. To sell, to be sold. To repair, to be repaired, etc., etc. Okay. A beautiful box, for example. Yeah, a beautiful box. Beautiful is adjective. Yes. It is beautiful. It is adjective. It is beautiful. It is small. It is purple. What is beautiful? The box is beautiful. Yes, the box on the left is beautiful. So beautiful is adjective, and just like this, just like it is adjective, broken is also adjective. Okay. What does the image say? Yes, for example, the image says sold. Sell this one. Sell, to sell, to be sold, third form. Okay? Yes, sold. What is sold? Let's substitute it. Yeah, also, let's use it in this dialogue. For example, it is sold. What is sold? Yeah, just like this. What is sold? The house is sold. Is it clear? Yes, what is sold? This house, this beautiful house is sold. Okay. It is beautiful and sold. Yeah, it is beautiful and sold. It is beautiful and large, for example. Just like this, it is beautiful and sold. Okay. It was for sale, but now it is sold. Okay. Yes. It's a broken box. Yes, take a look at this box or pot, I think. Pot, yes. It's a broken pot, not box. Pot, flower pot. Okay? We put soil in a flower pot and we put the seeds in it, and seeds become flower in that pot. Okay, flower pot. It's a broken pot. This one. Okay, take a look at this one, please. What is broken? The pot is broken. Okay, the pot is broken. Yeah, adjective. Broken pot. It's a broken pot. It is sold. What is sold? Yeah, the house is sold. Now it is a sold house. Just like saying it is a beautiful house. It is a sold house now. Sold. What is sold? The house is sold now. Okay? For example, beautiful. What is beautiful? The house is beautiful. What is large? What is big? The house is big. What is sold? The house is sold. It's a sold house. Okay. Is the check? Yes, this is a check, money check. Okay. Is the check written? Sure, it is written. It's a written check now. Okay, it is written and signed. It is signed. You can see the signature of Susie, for example. Yes, it is written. It is a written check now. Okay. Would you like for example, would you like the big book, small book, old book, new book? Yeah. Would you like the open book or the closed one? Closed book. I'd like the opened one, please. I want the opened one, please. Is it clear? I don't want the closed book, okay? I want the opened book. I don't want the closed book. Okay? Yeah, this is interesting. What is amusing? And who is amused? Who is amused? The baby is amused. What is amusing? The hen. The hen is amusing. This hen is amusing, entertaining. But the baby is amused, is entertained, is amused, is entertained. Okay, it's an amusing box. Okay, take a look at this box. Cardboard box or carton box. Okay, it's an amusing box. For whom? For what? For the cat, of course. Yes, it's a toy. It's a toy for the cat. So it's an amusing box, active. The box is amusing. But take a look at, now focus on the cat. It's an amused cat. The cat is amused. It is happy with the box, with the cardboard box. It is happy with playing with it. Okay? The cat is amused. It's an amused cat now. Okay, take a look at the cat in the cardboard box. What is the cat? Why is the cat amused? The cat is amused because the box is amusing for him, for it. Okay. Do you find the playing cat amusing? Do you find a playing cat amusing? Yes, I find a playing cat amusing. Okay. Now, yes, again, verb ing. Verb ing is also adjective. I mentioned it yesterday. For example, a crying child, a running boy. Yes. Okay. A playing cat. These are also adjectives. Playing, verb ing is also adjective. Okay. Hair beauty salon. Opened, adjective. The mayor opened a hair beauty salon yesterday. Opened as a verb. Who opened? The mayor of the city, the mayor of the town, opened a hair and beauty salon yesterday. Roman number 2. Hair and beauty salon was opened yesterday. Was opened yesterday. Roman number 3. Have you seen or did you see the opened salon? This is adjective again, okay? Did you see? Let's change into did, because we a few yes, in the second tour we will learn this present perfect tense as well. But we already learned simple past tense. Did you see the opened salon yesterday? Yes, it opened yesterday. Did you see the open salon yesterday? Yes, I did. Or yes, I saw the open salon yesterday. Just like, yes, I saw, sorry, did you see? Yes, I saw. See, saw, seen. Yes, I saw The opened salon salon yesterday, and I saw it yesterday. Or just like saying, yes, I saw the beautiful salon yesterday. Yes, I saw the big salon yesterday. Yes, I saw the new salon yesterday. Yes, I saw the interesting salon yesterday. We say now, yes, I saw the opened salon yesterday. It's an opened salon now. Okay, opened salon. Okay. Hey, these are the expressions or words about a beauty parlor or beauty salon, about the barber, okay? Barber shop. For example, hair care. In fact, these are the words about hair care. Yeah, beauty salon, beauty parlor, yes, is the place, or just barber, barber shop. Haircut means trimming or hairdo. Hairstyle. Beautician is a person whose job is to beautify, okay, to beautify the hair of people, or coiffeur. I think it's a French word, but also English people use it. Coiffeur, coiffeur. Hair stylist, barber, is also a hair stylist. Okay, hair dresser, just like hair stylist. For example, Murat Bey is a hairdresser. Murat Bey is a hair stylist. Okay. Well, Murat Bey is a barber. Now, spoken is also adjective. Speak, spoke, spoken, for example. We speak Turkish here. Turkish is spoken here. We speak Turkish here, active voice, okay? But Turkish is spoken here, passive voice, third form of the verb, but it is also adjective. What is the spoken language there? What is the spoken language there? German is the spoken language there, for example. French is the spoken language in France. Okay. Written, adjective. We write stories nowadays. This is simple present tense. We write stories nowadays. But active sentence, stories are written nowadays. Stories are written nowadays by us. Okay, so written is adjective here. Will you please bring me the written stories? Yes, will you please bring me the written stories? Okay, not illustrated stories, for example. Okay. Yes, writing people, active, okay? Writing people write something. Written people, adjective, writing is adjective, writing people, people who are writing, okay? But written people, people who are written by someone else. Written people don't write their biographies, but a writer, some other writer, write their biographies. So they are written. Martin Luther King, I think. Yes, this is Martin Luther King. And if you take his biography, if you read it, so it's he is a written people. Okay, written person, sorry. Written person is the singular. Okay, writing people, they write, but written people are written passive. We will study it in this intermediate level. Okay, now Roman number 1. Again, subject is at the beginning of the sentence. Be an adjective to do something. You know this, yes. Okay, but it's a very useful way of using adjectives. If you pay attention, you will see the difference. Roman number 2, it is at the beginning, and then be, emizar, adjective of somebody to do something. Okay, for example, Roman number 1. Susie was wrong to leave early. Yes, Susie was wrong to leave early. Or it was wrong of Susie to leave early. It was wrong of Susie to leave early. Adjective to do. Okay. Roman number 1. John was rude to say that. John was unkind to say that. John was impolite to say that. John was rude to say that. It was rude of John. Adjective of this one. It was rude of John to say that. It was impolite of John to say that. Okay. Or we can use the other, that kind of adjectives: brave, generous, polite, impolite, careless, clever, considerate, yes, thoughtful, crazy, decent, cruel, foolish, good, nice, kind, gracious, okay, etc., etc. Now, for example, this is very useful. It's very decent of you, thank you. That's very decent of you, adjective of you, okay? Or that's very kind of you, thank you. That's very decent of you, thank you. That's very gracious of you. That's very gracious of you, thank you. For positive situations. Okay. What a kind behavior. Yes, what a kind behavior it is, or what a kind behavior you have. What a gracious behavior you have. That's very gracious of you. That's very kind of you. We should memorize it. For example, somebody helps you, and so you are very pleased, and you say, that's very adjective of you. That's very kind of you. That's very decent of you. Okay? It's very useful and practical. That's very gracious of you. Of course, positive adjectives. Okay. But here is it was rude of John. It is a negative situation. It was rude of John to say that negative word, that negative sentence. It was rude of John to say that. Okay. For example, A says, you can use my spare tire of the car, okay? B needs, for example, B needs, B has a flat tire, okay? B needs a car tire. So A says, you can use my spare tire. What does B say? That's very decent of you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Adjective of you. Okay? That's very kind of you. Thank you. You should say it again and again. Yes. Repetition is useful, is important. Repetition makes perfect. That's very adjective of you. That's very kind of you. That's very decent of you. That's very gracious of you. Thank you. Okay. Instead of saying, you are very kind. Yeah. Well, it's also possible. Yes, we can say it. Okay, now dialogue 1. Hassan was brave. Adjective to do. Okay. Hassan was brave to save the drowning man. Okay. Who was generous to help the old couple? Albert was generous to help the old couple, or it was generous of Albert to help the old couple. It was generous of Hassan to save, it was brave of, It was brave of Hassan to save the drowning man. Is it clear? Okay. Dialogue 2. It was polite of Ellen to invite Tuncay. It was polite of Ellen to invite Tuncay. Wasn't it impolite of Tuncay to refuse the invitation? Yes, you are right. It was impolite of Tuncay to refuse the invitation. It was careless of you. It was careless of you to dive into the water without examining, checking the environment. It was careless, heedless of you to dive into the water without controlling, examining, checking the environment. Wasn't it considerate of Jamal to dive after you to check your situation? Yes, it was considerate of Jamal. Yes. It was thoughtful of Jamal to drive after me to check my situation. It was considerate of, understanding of. It was understanding of Jamal to dive after me to check my situation. Jamal is a considerate person. Okay. Understanding person, thoughtful person, okay. Considerate person. Dialogue 4. It was considerate of Hakan to come on time. Okay, it was considerate of Hakan to come on time. What was it like of Sinan to ask 10 questions to the manager? It was impolite of Sinan to ask 10 questions to the manager because everybody had the right to ask 1 or 2 questions, but Sinan asked 10 questions, so it was inconsiderate, yeah, considerate, inconsiderate. It was inconsiderate of Sinan to ask 10 questions to the manager. Okay, yes, now we have finished the first part of our presentation today. Now, from now on, our lesson will be about determinants. Determinants, yes. What are determinants? Determinants are the words and they describe nouns like adjectives, okay? But, okay. For example, what is there? What is there? What can we say about this? There is, can we say, for example, there is basket? Yes, possible. But we feel that we need something else. Okay. So we need a determiner here. What is there? There is a basket. Okay. So a here is a determiner. Okay. A, the, n. What is there? There is a basket. Or if we know the basket, if you and I know the basket beforehand, we say there is the, and that the one you and I know, okay? There is the basket, okay? There is the basket. The is here a determiner. Okay. What else is there? We can say, for example, there are strawberries. There are strawberries. Yes, okay. But we feel something else. We feel, at this point, we feel a determiner, okay? What is there? There are some, for example, some, because more than one. There are more than one strawberries. So we say there are some strawberries. Or there are a lot of strawberries. Yes. So these are determiners. Okay. What is there? For example, there are my strawberries instead of some, a lot of, or there are the strawberries is also possible. So we use one of them. Okay, we don't use 2 or 3 of them. For example, there are my strawberries. Okay, yeah, there are my strawberries, or there are the strawberries, or there are some strawberries. These are determinants. And or what are they? These are strawberries. These strawberries are fresh. So this, that, it, and these, those, they are also determinants. Yeah, demonstrative determinants. What are they? These are, those are determined. These are, those are strawberries. Okay, let's see. Let's focus on those determiners now and see what they are, each. Okay, yes, there is a plate. This is a white plate. If you look at the right top side of the page, we see a plate there. So there is a plate. A is a determiner here. There is a plate. The plate has a tomato, okay? A tomato. A tomato is a determiner. The plate has a tomato, or we can see a tomato on the plate, okay? On the plate. So on also a determinate proposition, yes, on the plate. There are some apples. There are some apples on the branch, okay? There are some apples. But there are apples is also possible. There are apples. There aren't lemons on the branch, okay? There are apples. There aren't lemons. But there are some apples on the branch is a better way. Okay. Now dialogue A. Can you see an apple on the plate? Look at the plate, please. Can you see an apple on the plate? No, we can't see an apple on the plate. These are simple for you. Okay, B. No, I can't see any apples. This is new for us, okay? This is new. No, I can't see any apples on the plate. Can you see any tomatoes in the bowl? Yes, let's take a look at the bowl, please. Can you see any tomatoes in the bowl? No, we can't see any tomatoes in the bowl, okay? No, I can't see any apples on the plate, and I can't see any tomatoes in the bowl. This is a bowl, brown bowl, and wooden bowl. Okay. So, there are some apples on the branch. Can you see any apples on the branch? Yes, we can see some. In positive sentences, we use some. In negative sentences and questions, in question sentences, we use any. Okay, this is a good starting point. For example, can you see any tomatoes in the bowl? No, I can't see any tomatoes in the bowl. Can you see any apples? Can you see any apples on the branch? Yes, I can see some. Yes, I can see some apples on the branch. Some, any. Let's see what there are more. Okay, pay attention to the heading. The, a, and, some, any. Before countable nouns. Okay, for example, tomato, tomatoes, potato, potatoes. Potato is a countable noun. We can count them. But what about milk? Milk is uncountable. Sand, for example. There is sand in a desert. Sand is uncountable. We cannot count. Okay, sand. There is water in a river. There is sand in a desert. Okay. So we cannot count them. But we can count tomato and potatoes. Tomatoes and potatoes. Okay. Now before. So determinants come. Where do they come? They come before the nouns, like adjectives. Adjectives. Okay. Sentence one. There is a tomato. Do you see the tomato? Yes, there is a tomato. There is the tomato, or we can use the. If you and I know it, okay? Beforehand. Okay, there is the tomato. Now look at this. There are 4 tomatoes in the bowl. Yes, there are 4 tomatoes in the bowl. Instead of saying some, a lot of, we can also use numbers, okay? Okay. Quantity, to talk about the quantity of the nouns, quantity of the tomatoes, for example. We can count them. They are countable. Tomato is countable now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There are 4 tomatoes in the bowl. We can quantify them. It is also a verb. Okay, we can quantify them. We can say the number of countable nouns. Okay. Sentence 4. Here are some tomatoes. Okay. Here are some tomatoes on the branches. Okay. So some means we don't know. We don't know the quantity. 4, 5, 6, 7, or more than 7. Yes, 2 or 3, we don't know the exact number. So we use some tomatoes. Okay, here are some tomatoes on the branches. On the branches. Okay, for example, red tomatoes. Okay. Beautiful tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, like adjectives. They come before nouns. Okay. Okay, dialogue 5. Attention, please. Be careful, please. There are some green. There are some green peppers in the tray. This is a tray. Gray tray. There are some green peppers in the tray. Green peppers. Well, no, I think we cannot count them, so we use some. There are some green peppers in the tray. Are there any zucchinis? Zucchini or squashes in the tray? No, there aren't any zucchinis. Are there any mushrooms? These are mushrooms. So, are there any mushrooms? Yes, there are some mushrooms in the tray. Are there any garlics? These are garlics. 1 garlic, 2 garlics. Are there any garlics? Yes, there are some garlics. In fact, we can count them. There are 2 garlics. Okay? If we use 2, of course, we don't use some again. Or if we use some, we don't use 2. Yes, there are some garlics in the tray. Are there any eggplants or aubergines in the tray? Eggplants, no. No, there aren't any. Okay, this one. In the questions and in negative sentences. Are there any eggplants in the tray? No, there aren't any eggplants in the tray, but there are some mushrooms. Mushrooms. Okay. Now 6. This is an eggplant. Okay, this 1, 2, 3, 4 eggplant. This is a zucchini. Okay, zucchini or squash. Yes, squash, zucchini. I think they call summer squash, but zucchini is more common. Yes. Okay. Zucchini. We have some eggplants. Do we have any eggs? Let's take a look at the table. Do we have any eggs? No, we don't have. No, we don't have any eggs. Do we have 1 kilo of squashes or 2 kilos of squashes? 1 kilo of squash. Okay. Noun of noun. Do we have 1 kilo of squashes or 2 kilos of squashes? We have 2 kilos of squashes. We don't have 1 kilo of squashes, but we have 2 kilos of squashes, zucchinis. What about bell peppers? They are like bell. They are like a bell. These are a red bell pepper, a yellow bell pepper, a green bell pepper. Because they resemble bells, they call them, they name them bell peppers. Okay. What about bell peppers? Yes, we have some bell peppers, or we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. two more here. So we have 5 bell peppers. Okay. Okay, the, as, some, any before uncountable nouns. Nouns that we cannot count. Okay, before uncountable nouns. Okay, okay. Look at the left top side of the page. There is honey. Yes, there is honey. But of course, there is the honey. We can say the. There is the honey, no an. Okay. There is the honey, or there is some honey. There is some honey. There is some honey. There is a dialogue. Yes, seven. The seventh one is a dialogue. There is some honey. Is there any jam? Jam? No, there isn't any jam. Okay. Is there any butter? Yes, I see. I see that. I see that there is some butter. If you don't see any butter, then you say no. No, there isn't any butter. If there is, if you can see some butter, then you say yes, there is some butter. Okay. Now dialogue 8. Yes, there is some butter. How much butter is there? How much butter is there? There is a kilo of. Okay, there is a kilo of butter. Or there is some butter. Or there is a lot of butter. We can use a lot of both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, a lot of butter, a lot of peppers, a lot of tomatoes. Okay. The an with ika 9. There is a gardener. This is a gardener. Sorry, there isn't. There isn't a gardener in the garden. Is there a child in the garden? So this is not a gardener. Yes, she is just a child. There isn't a gardener in the garden. Is there a child in the garden? Yes, there is a child in the garden. Is there a cat in the garden? Yes, yes, there is a cat in the garden. What else is there in the garden? There are children in the garden. There are butterflies in the garden. There are flowers in the garden. There are even sunflowers. These are sunflowers in the garden. Or there is grass, for example, grass in the garden. Now, instead of saying there are flowers, it is also true, but we feel the necessity of those determiners. Okay. There are sunflowers in the garden. Okay. There are sunflowers in the garden. Are there any children in the garden? Yes, there are some children in the garden. What else is there in the garden? There is a cat in the garden, and there are some butterflies in the garden. There are some flowers in the garden, and there is some grass. Okay, grass. This is grass. The cat is in the grass. Okay. Okay, dialogue 11. The little girl has a trap. Okay. Does she have any butterflies around her? Yes, let's take a look at around her. Okay, yes, I can see some butterflies. Does she have any butterflies around her? Yes, she does. Yes, she has some butterflies around her. Does she have a jar or a net as a butterfly trap? Which one does she have? She has a net. This is a net, okay? She has a net as a butterfly trap. This is a butterfly trap to catch, or maybe butterfly catcher. Yeah, to catch butterflies. A butterfly trap to catch butterflies. Okay. Dialogue 12, I can see. These are the most useful sentences. I can see some mint leaves. Mint, mint. Can you recognize the mint here? Mint leaves? Or there are some mint leaves. I have some mint leaves. I have got some mint leaves. Okay. I can see some mint leaves. They are mint leaves. I can see some mint leaves. Can you see any bagels? No, I can't see any bagels. What else can you see? I can see some bread. I can see some tomatoes. I can see some strawberries. I can see some carrots. I can see a tomato and two tomatoes. One of them is yellow, the other one is red. 13. Sophia can see. Okay, she can see. Sophia can see some butterflies in the garden. Can she see any fish in the garden? No, she can't see any fish in the garden. What else can she see in the garden? She can see a lot of flowers. She can see a lot of butterflies. And she can see some children. She can see some cats. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can see some birds. Okay, in the garden. Okay, dialogue 14a. There are some onions. Where are the onions? Yes, here are the onions. Here are the onions. Yes, these are onions. These are onions. There are some onions. So don't buy any onions. Don't buy any onions because we have some onions. Okay. But there aren't any eggs. Yes, let's take a look at the picture. But there aren't any eggs. We don't have any eggs. We haven't got any eggs. So please buy some eggs. Please buy some eggs. Imperative sentence. Okay. What else is there? And what else isn't there? Okay. There are eggplants, zucchinis, tomatoes, peppers, bell peppers, garlics as well. Is it all right if you buy some? Is it all right if you buy some honey? Is it all right if you buy some? Can you buy some? But for the polite questions, we can use some, okay? For example, are there any tomatoes? But in polite questions, is it all right if you buy some potatoes? Yes, we can also use it like this. Okay. For example, can you give me some tomatoes? Also possible. Yeah. Well, is it all right if you can give me some potatoes? Is also possible and better for polite requests and invitations, for example, suggestions. Okay. But in general, 90% in the past, present, future, we use some in positive sentences, any in negative sentences, and question sentences. Okay. Dialogue 15a. We should eat or we should consume is also a good verb. We should eat some fresh fruit and vegetables. What else should we do to be healthy? We should drink some fresh milk. Yes. To be healthy. Adverb of purpose. To be healthy. Why? To be healthy. We should drink some fresh milk to be healthy. Okay. Now this is a fridge or refrigerator. Fridge or refrigerator. 16a. There is some jam in the fridge. Yeah, there is some jam in the fridge. Is there any yogurt in the fridge? Yes, there is some yogurt in the fridge. Is there any iron in the fridge? Yes, there is some iron in the fridge. What else are there and isn't there? What else is there and isn't there? There is also tomato paste, and there are also fresh corns. Okay, corns in the fridge. There are also some tomatoes. There are also some fresh corns in the fridge. 17. I can see some butter. You know this. I can see some butter on the table. Or there is some butter on the table. Or the table has got some butter. Or the table has some butter. I can see some butter on the table because the butter is on the table. The butter is on the table. It is butter on the table, for example. These are the sentences that we can use to express that, to explain that kind of situation. I can see some butter on the table. Is there any vinegar on the breakfast table? Is there any vinegar on the breakfast table? No, there isn't any vinegar. No, there isn't any vinegar on the breakfast table. Has the table got any fruit? Yes, the table has got some fruit. In fact, the table has got a lot of fruit and a lot of vegetables. What else does it have? It has olives. It has nuts as well. It has some olives. It has some nuts. It has some cake as well. What else does it have? It has some cake as well. Okay, 18, dialogue 18. We have got some rice. Rice. Have you got any wheat? Yes, we have got some wheat. Have you got any pie? No, unfortunately, we haven't got any pie. Do you have any bread? Yes, we have got some bread. 19, we have some pears. Yeah, this is a pear. Where is the pear? This one, pear. We have some pears. Do we have any coconuts? Coconuts? No. No. We don't have any coconuts. Yes. Or have we got any coconuts? No, we haven't got any coconuts. But question is here with do. Do we have any coconuts? Yes, we do. Or yes, we have some coconuts. Have we got any bananas? Banana, yes. Yes, we have got some bananas. In fact, we have got two bananas. Are there, yes, any artichokes in the fridge? Are there any artichokes in the fridge? Artichokes, no. No, there aren't any artichokes in the fridge. Are there any lemons? Yes, there are some lemons in the fridge. Yes, there are some kiwis, there are some plums, there are some chestnuts in the fridge as well. Oh no, there aren't any chestnuts. But this is a plum, so there are some plums, or maybe there is only one plum. We can also say like this. Okay, now is everything clear? What does she say? She says, I have some questions, or I have got some questions. Is everything clear? I have some questions. For example, or any questions? Any questions is a question. What does it mean? Do you have any questions? Or have you got any questions? Or are there any questions? Or do you want to ask? Do you want to ask any questions? But any questions is enough. What does the image say? Are there any questions? This image says, I have a question, and I have one question, for example. Or I have some questions. I have two questions. Okay. Any questions? Yes, I have a question. I understand that we use some in positive sentences. Is it clear? Yes. It is true. It is right. It is correct. What do we, where do we use some? We use some in positive sentences. But isn't there a situation that we can also use some in questions? Yes, there is that kind of situation. When? This time. For requests and offers, suggestions, some is also used in questions. I'd like some melon. Sentence. I'd like some melon. Would you like some? Okay. Why isn't this any here? Because it's a kind request. Okay. Request. Would you like some more melon? Would you like some more melon? Yes, please. I'd like some more melon. Would you like some Coke? Or is it all right? Do you remember? Is it all right if I? Is it all right if I take some Coke? If I get some Coke? For example, yes, you may, or yes, you can take some Coke, for example, or antiparenthesis. Okay, would you like some Coke? No, thanks. I don't like Coke at all. Can I have some more melon, please? Can I have some more melon, please? Sure, here you are. Here you are. Okay. Or can I have some grapes? Can I have some watermelon? Can I have some kiwis? Okay. Sure, here you are. Of course you can. Also possible. For example, 21. Would you like some orange juice? Would you like some orange juice and apple pie? Yes, please. I'd love some. I'd love some orange juice and some apple pie. Would you like some watermelon? Yes, please. I'd like some watermelon. Of course, watermelon is countable, but if you cut it, so it becomes uncountable, okay? The inside, the flesh of watermelon becomes uncountable, so you take some of it, okay? Okay. Some watermelon, but if you go to the supermarket, you can say, I want 2 watermelons, okay? I want 2 watermelons, or I want a few watermelons. But when you cut it into 2 pieces, or when you cut it into pieces, so the flesh, the inside of it, becomes uncountable. So you say, I want some watermelon without S. Is it clear? Okay. Would you like some grapes? Grapes are countable. Yes, you can count them. 1 grape, 2 grapes. Would you like some grapes? Yes, I'd like some grapes. What would you like to have? What would you like to have? What would you like to have? I'd like to have some grapes. I'd like to have some melon. Okay. Or what would you like to have? Let me have. Okay. Let me have some grapes. Is it clear? Let me have some grapes. Or I want some grapes, please. I'd like some. I'd like to have, or just I'd like some watermelon, or I'd like to have some watermelon are extremely true sentences. Okay? Okay, all right. Yeah, 22. Would you like or do you want? Both are possible. Would you like some fried chicken? No, thanks. How about some grilled fish? How about some grilled fish? Means, would you like some grilled fish? Oh, yes, please. I want it very much. I'd love some. I'd like some grilled fish, or I'd love some grilled fish. You can put like here, of course. Its original form is I'd like some grilled fish, or I'd love some grilled fish means I'd like it very much. Would you like some tuna steak? Not beef steak, okay? Beef steak, but tuna steak, fish steak, okay? Would you like some tuna steak? Yes, I'd like some tuna steak, please. Yes, I want some tuna steak, please. Okay. Again, there are two gifts. I hope they will be beneficial to you. They will be helpful to you. I hope they are also useful. Okay, let's take a look at the first one. What does it say? The image say. The man says that, the gentleman says that. Any more questions? Yeah, any more questions? What about the second? No more questions. No more questions. Okay. Here, for example, are there any more questions, or do we have any more questions? What about this one? No more questions means I have no more questions. Or in parentheses, I don't have any questions. Any more questions? I don't have any questions, okay? But no more questions. Yes, we will study them in the following pages and in the following presentations or videos from now on. Okay. Again, we started with this, and I think everybody can say something about this picture. What is there? Yes, there is a basket. There are some strawberries, or there are a lot of strawberries. Okay. Are there any apples? No, there aren't any apples. Are there any strawberries? Yes, there are some strawberries. Okay. Now quiz time. Okay, tour 2, trip 10. The last trip of tour 2 or tour 1? Yeah, tour 1, not tour 2. Tour 1. Okay. Okay, all right. Question 1. Yeah, this imperative sentence, let me read it too. Please choose the correct alternative, the true alternative, the right alternative. Okay. When the small boy saw the tiger, he was very blank. Frightening, frightens, frightened, to frightened, of course, frightened, adjective. Verb 3. He was very frightened. He was very afraid, adjective. So frightened is also adjective. 2. Look at those children. Look at those children. So we immediately remember the present continuous tense, because it starts with look at those children, listen to those children, for example. It means that a present continuous tense will come after this attention attracting sentence. Okay. They blank playing their games very well while their mothers are having a conversation, having a chat. Can? No, it is verb ing. Have no. Are yes. They are playing. Not, oh, not were. Were is also true, but not in this situation. Okay? They were playing. We will see it. We will learn it past continuous tense in this harmony 2. Okay? In this level 2, intermediate level. Yes. But when it is true, if there is an expression like yesterday, for example, then we delete this, we erase this sentence, and we just say they were playing their games very well while their mother was having a conversation yesterday. Then where is true here? Okay, yes, we will study it soon. Okay, and we will finish, in fact, we will finish all the past, present, future tenses in this intermediate level, and we will see the passive forms of them. Okay, after learning all the past, present, future tenses, including models, to be, etc., past, present, future form of them, we will start past, present, future passive voice, passive structure of them. Okay, let's go on. Question 3. Does he want blank a question? Does he want? What does it remind you? Yes, infinitive. No ing. No base form. No verb 1. No with s, because it's a question. So, does he want to ask? Does he want to ask a question? 1, 2. Infinitive. This is we need the infinitive form. You know this. Question 4. I think your friend doesn't enjoy playing football. Enjoy. Do you remember? Enjoy takes gerund, ing. So to play is incorrect, not correct. Played is incorrect. Okay. Plays is not correct, incorrect. But playing is true. I think your friend doesn't enjoy playing football. Of course, we are able to use the gerunds, infinitives after some certain verbs in all past, present, future sentences. Okay. 5. All of us were blank because of the great match yesterday. So we should look for an adjective. For example, all of us were happy, something like this. So verb 3, the form is true. A is true. All of us were excited. Why? Because of the great match yesterday. Okay, all right. Oh, another quiz. Okay, quiz B. What? Tour 1. Okay, the last trip of tour 1. Okay, please fill in the gaps. Please fill in the gaps with plants, mirror, or cream. Just with one of them, okay? Either with plants or mirror or cream. Question 1. Is there a on the wall? So we choose, we cannot choose cream because cream is uncountable, like yogurt, butter, iron, milk. Okay, we cannot choose it. So we cannot use plants. It is plural. There is S. Is there a mirror? Yes. Is there a mirror on the wall? Yes, there is a mirror on the wall. 3A. Is there any blank in the bowl? Is there any blank in the bowl? Because it starts with is, we will look for an uncountable noun. Okay? Is there any cream? We cannot choose plants because it is countable. Then is becomes are. Are there any plants? Okay? Is there any cream in the bowl? Yes, there is some cream in the bowl. Question 5. Are there, plural. We will look for a plural noun. Are there any plants in the room? Yes, there are some plants in the room. 7. There aren't any. So, plants. There aren't any plants in the pots, flower pots. Are there? Yes, there are. 8a. There isn't any blank in the fridge. Is there? No, there isn't. So there isn't any cream. Okay, uncountable. 9. Have you got a? Yes, I have. You got a mirror? Yes, I have. Can you see a mirror? Yes, I can. Okay. Now, useful paragraphs in English and Turkish. 1. From nature to civilization. From where to where? From nature to civilization. Raw means natural. Yes, natural material should be transformed into culture and civilization. Human hand should always touch the wilderness scientifically, beautifully, and ethically to produce a relieving situation, not depressing situation, a relieving situation. The culture product should be relieving, like the raw material. Shouldn't be unpleasant, but what's it like polluting the nature or neglecting the nature? Of course, it is not rational. It is not relieving. Polluting the nature or neglecting the nature is not relieving, is not relaxing. It is depressing. It is negative. It is not positive. Okay. Living means, what does living mean? What does living mean? What is living? Living means witnessing and being witnessed in a way. Witnessing is actively, we, you, everybody witnesses everything, and being witnessed, and everybody witnesses us. This is the passive form. We will study it at the end of this harmony 2. Passive. Okay, the harmony between ourselves and our planet, Earth. Our Earth is a planet. Yes. It turns around the sun. Okay. And the moon turns around our planet. The moon isn't a planet. The moon is a satellite. Natural satellite. Okay. The harmony between ourselves and our planet Earth. Okay. If the minds and feelings hadn't been polluted, the environment wouldn't be polluted. Or as long as the minds and feelings are not polluted, yes, as long as they are clean, our planet is not polluted, our planet is clean, or will always be clean if our minds and feelings are not polluted. If, as long as it's just like if here. Okay. Okay, thank you for watching and bye for now. See you soon. Yes, see you soon.